You know the 92.7, the Block Studios are lit.
What's going on, everybody? This is Reese from Young Visionary Productions. I'm here with my man Lecrae, and we blogging with the Block today. So I'm a lyricist as a rapper myself.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, do you feel like lyricism is becoming a lost art in hip hop today? And as far as lyricists today, who do you feel like is some of your favorite artists?
That's a good question, man. I do feel like lyricism is something that people don't really, it's not a big deal anymore. And I think that's kind of how things go. So if you look at it like, you know, hip hop started on the East Coast and then they got to fighting with each other. And then this secondary group of people rose up from the West Coast, right. And then they kind of had their run at it. And the East Coast wasn't really cool with the South like that. Mm-hmm. And the West Coast was, so the West Coast like, yeah, South, y'all can come up and do your thing. And then I feel like the South didn't really, you know, the South is doing its own thing, the East Coast doing its own thing, West Coast doing its own thing, and we didn't necessarily learn from each other. So I think everybody got something to contribute. The South is all about the feel, the vibe, True. The culture. The West Coast got their laid back culture. But I think, you know, if we mix up that gumbo and appreciate each other, we'll have good music. And the East Coast was about the lyricism, and that was something that I feel like we definitely could benefit from. So instead of hating each other and always beefing and like, I mean, if we just stir that gumbo up, it's gonna taste even better.
Truly, and if you have time anytime, you know, to give me some insight, anything like that, that'll be helpful.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm glad to do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, appreciate y'all. We out.
You know the 92.7, the Block Studios are lit.